Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to our launch party, shall we call it. Uh, I have once again teamed up with my good friends Terri Hartley from Rustic Barn Cards in the United States and Sarah Bullen from Handmade After Dark in Australia. And together, the three of us are sharing a number of brand new products that launched and went live uh, in early May. So there's a new annual catalog, and if you have not got a paper copy of that and you would like one, I would suggest that you reach out to Terri or Sarah or myself. Any one of us can get you connected. If you are in Australia, Sarah would be happy to help you. And if you're in the United States, Terri would be the one that would reach out to you. And if you're in Canada, then I would love to help you. If you don't have a demonstrator right now, we would love to be your demonstrator and help you with all your crafting needs. So feel free to reach out to us for a paper catalog or whatever crafting questions or information you're after. We will do our very best to help you. But the three of us have decided that we have a new annual catalog that just went live at the beginning of May, and we have a number of online exclusive products that are fabulous, and we wanted to share them with you. So we are each celebrating two different bundles, and we are bringing those to you in six different videos. So this is one of the videos, and if this is the first one that you're watching, know that there are five others. So make sure you look for those on all of our social pages. Um, the online exclusive products. It just means that they are only shown online. They will not be in a printed catalog. They're not exclusive to anyone in particular. You are welcome to check them out, and you certainly can order them and add them to your collection because there are some really fun sets in there, and I'm going to be sharing one with you today. So, shall we get started? Let's head down to the craft area. Go. So today I am going to be sharing the Cheers and Sips bundle. And this, you can see right away that this is probably a really fun set. It's got cocktail glasses and wine glasses or old fashions for whatever sort of beverage you might want to put in there. Look, we've got a little umbrella because that's just a ton of fun. And then all sorts of garnishes and some ice cubes that you may want to add to your decor, as well as some sentiments that you can add to your cards or other projects. And there are also dies that coordinate with all of these pieces. So you can cut out all of these shapes. And I'm going to share some of those with you today. You will see some of these bits and pieces in action. Now, as I mentioned, this is an online exclusive product, so you will not find it in the catalog, but you certainly can find it online. If you are going online to one of our online stores and you don't know how to find it, simply look up Cheers or Cheers and Sips or whatever part of that you remember, and it will pop up for you. You can also look for online exclusives, or right now you can look at what's new. But if you remember any of the name, there's a search bar, and you can just search for what you remember, and you will see all the products connected to this bundle. Okay, let's dive right into some of the fun things that are part of this. So let's start with the designer series paper because that is always a fantastic place to start. Now, I have been using this paper, so some of these pieces are not complete. You will see from this very first one that, oh, look, there's a hole, and I have cut out, not sure whether you can tell, but I will show you. There is a cocktail glass, and this was the little umbrella in the drink. So just for fun. So I did fussy cut that. These images are fantastic for fussy cutting. They're not that difficult. Some of the tops get a little bit more intricate, but you could just, go around it very generously. You do not have to fussy cut around all of those leaves. And some of the glasses don't even have any garnishes out the top. You could add those from the dies. You could cut some, but you've got this great texture and color variation, just like real life in these pieces. So fussy cutting these is quick and easy, and they look awesome. I will show you a card that I made with some of those. The back of this, as is usually the case, is a little less designed or fewer images, shall we say. It's more something that you might use for accent pieces or backgrounds or that sort of thing. Okay, next we have very similar style, but all of the beverage glasses are smaller. We also have a jug of sangria, and we have some bottles here that have been added in. So that's another one of the sheets. And the back, look at this fun. This is strawberry slush. And you will see as we go through that all of the new in colors are represented in this paper. So we do have Timid Tiger and Darling Duckling. Strawberry Slush is on the back, and it's probably that one right there. This is Cloud Cover, and this is Secret Seed. Just tiny in that one, but there's a little bit more of it. But there's also other colors that you will see. There's Blackberry Bliss, and I think it's Pretty in Pink, some greens, Lemon Lime Twist, and Old Olive. So here's some more garnishes. We've got lemons and limes, strawberries, cherries, berries, and then some stalks of green. Look at orange zest. All sorts of fun things that you can craft with. And then this is Secret Sea. So again, very muted pattern, great for backgrounds or accent strips, that sort of thing. This piece is just a conglomerate of fabulous colors. Look at everything from Blackberry Bliss all the way over to Darling Duckling and the brighter yellows. So lots of fun. You can use this as is, or you'll see here I have cut one out, and I will show you where I use that in a card when we get to some of the cards. The back of this is, again, a more muted pattern. And then we have two sheets that are totally different. They're flowers. But look at these bright, pretty colors of flowers. Again, you've got your Timid Tiger and your Darling Duckling. This is Berry Burst in here, so lots of bright and happy colors in this, and beautiful little flowers. There we have Timid Tiger on the back. So if you like stripes, there you go. That's a beautiful piece for backgrounds and things. And then the last one is again a flower sheet, and this is Berry Burst and Blackberry Bliss, along with Lemon Lime Twist and Old Olive for the greenery. The back of this one is Old Olive, and can you see there's little stripes in there, little white lines creating stripes. So again, great for background. So that's the fabulous designer series paper. And let me show you. So here is this piece here was cut from that missing corner. So remember I showed you that this corner was missing. So I used this yellow block to cut this glass of lemonade. And so it's got different shading as you would get when you have, a drink. It's never doesn't look like one solid color, so that's kind of fun. And then I added an umbrella, and I stamped and die cut this from that one back piece of paper that had the strawberry slush that I mentioned. There's one of the strawberries, stamped and die cut, and then the garnish. Cheers to you. So just a fun little card. And then if you want to do something sort of completely different, you can use the paper and then just bring in your own different sentiments that are not related to the cheers and some of that celebration. Although birthdays are a celebration, but I have used silver embossing powder on Blackberry Bliss for this, so a little bit hard to see sometimes, but I think you can see that that's shiny because that is silver embossing powder on there. And this is from the With You in Mind stamp set. So I just grabbed a different one. I used, this is the smaller beverages. I love that paper. And then this one is with the flowers. So again, something that you wouldn't necessarily associate with this bundle at all, but what a great card. And then same sentiment, or well, different sentiment, same stamp set. So that's from With You in Mind. And then I just put all these little flower accents on there. So they coordinated so nicely. That paper that I showed you at the beginning that you could fussy cut. There we go. And here is the cocktail glass with the little umbrella that I cut out. And these were, again, they were not difficult to cut. So this is probably the trickiest piece because I decided to go in there, but you don't have to. You could just leave that, uh, just come around there if you wish. And then the celebrate sentiment on the stamp set. So those are the cards that I wanted to show you. Now, I did mention that this is an online exclusive and it's not in the catalog. However, if you go to page 70 in the new annual catalog, have you seen the new annual catalog? Look at that. Isn't that fun? Crafting. We do love it, don't we? Okay, so page 70. So here's that paper again. And this is scrapbooking pieces. I'll say bits and pieces because it's not one of our scrapbooking workshop kits per se, where you would get 6 layouts, 3 double-page layouts, all orchestrated and instructions and everything. This is just pieces to build your own scrapbook pages. So you can order this stamp set. This is different than the Cheers and Sips stamp set, but this has some larger sentiment words that are good for titles, and then just a few other things that are a little more appropriate for some of your scrapbooking as far as the words go. There is two-tone cardstock. This is relatively new to Stampin' Up. This two-tone cardstock was something that Close to My Heart had, and it is awesome. Sorry, there's some glare on there, but so there's 6 different colors of cardstock in this, and you get 12 sheets. You get 2 of each of those colors, and they coordinate with the colors in the Designer Series paper. Now, this is the Designer Series paper that you will see online, but this one, when you order it, it comes with a sticker sheet, which, I mean, you could use these for cards too, but especially appropriate for scrapbooking. You've got the whole 12-inch pieces for borders and accents and things. But then all of these other things could find their way onto a card. So this is scrapbooking that coordinates with a bundle. The bundle is the online exclusive, and then the scrapbooking pieces are in the annual catalog. And so since they had scrapbooking, I did not have the sticker sheet because I was not able to order that until the catalog went live. But I did make this from the paper. So this is a little bit hard to show 12 by 12 on here, but I will do my best. This is the first page, and you can see here I have fussy cut from the Designer Series paper again, and there's that strawberry slush background. This old olive piece, these 2 strips, this is the two-tone cardstock that we have, and then this, of course, is part of the Designer Series paper. So there is page 1, And the other piece of the layout, let me just, I'll sort of scan through this. This is one of my neighbors at the cottage. This was our, when Steve and I got married, we had a very small wedding and we weren't able to include all of our cottage friends. So we decided to have a party at the cottage. And we got married in January, and then that summer we had a party at the cottage. And this is a number of our cottage friends that came to celebrate with us. And so I thought this was there's lots of people doing the cheers thing. So it seemed very appropriate for this paper. And that's why I chose Cheers for the title. Now, there isn't any journaling on this page because this is part of a whole number of pages that I have from the day. So the journaling is on another page, but I wanted to share that and look at the so this is fussy cut again from the paper. Whoops, let me bring that over a little bit. So there's the glass of wine. Dean is goofy. He found my shower cap in the bathroom, and of course he had to come out and be silly with it. So always fun when Dean is around. And then we have the strawberry garnishes that I stamped and die cut, and then lemons and oranges again that I stamped and die cut. So there's the layout. Little tricky to see, but I have done both pages the same with the old olive strips and the designer series paper down the middle. So there you go. And the Blackberry Bliss coordinates really well with the paper. And Blackberry Bliss was one of our wedding colors. So it all worked out perfectly. All righty. One more project I have. I was going to just make one last card. And this, again, is a quick and easy card. And I'm not using the Cheers and Sips stamp set, but I am going to use some of the flower paper just to show you the wide range that you can get with this paper and the bundle for that matter. So, okay, standard card base. I will share with you the imperial measurements. I know if you are in Australia, you work in metric, but that's just it's a lot of numbers to share while we're on a video. So I will just share the imperial numbers, but hopefully you can get a feel for what I am sharing with you here. So this is lemon lime twist, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to give that a nice burnish with my bone folder. Okay, and then I cut a 2-inch strip of this designer series paper from the package, and this is 4 inches, and this is 3 inches, and this is 2 inches, but this one I'm going to flip over and use the back just for a little bit of variety. I have cut berry burst, and this is all standard borders, so just 1/4 of an inch larger. So 4 1/4 by 2 1/4, 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, so we're just going to put these together here. I don't know why, but I find when I have a longer strip, I find it much easier to get it centered doing it this way. Maybe because there's more to look at. But much easier to do it that way than this way. Not sure whether that's a me thing or whether everybody finds that, but that's usually I usually put things together this way. And since I'm not attaching it to the card yet, I can change the orientation afterwards. Oh, that's maybe a little bit too far to the left. one more time. Although I do it better, I don't necessarily get it right on the first try. Be good there. Okay, and then one more piece. This is a great layout anytime you want to show off your designer series paper, or if you're using up scraps, you can change up the sizing on these, but then you can just rearrange these any way you wish on your card. There's no right or wrong, and but I think what I'm going to do is put this near the top because my thought is that this is one of the stylish shaped circles. It's the third from the smallest. I'll put that on there. And then I have die cut two of these leaf stems. This is from the Impressions of Bloom bundle, which is another new bundle. It's actually a suite in the annual catalog, but that's for another day. So for now, it's just great leaf die cuts. We'll just go with that. And I'm using the Happiest Birthday Sentiment, which is from the Round We Go stamp set. I don't think I have that right here, but that has that came out a little while ago, so I do not have this mounted straight. But it's the one that makes the rosettes and stuff. It has some great sentiments in there, so that's what I'm using for this. Go. And somewhere, here we go. I'm gonna say somewhere I have a Stampin' Chamois. Clean this. Okay, there we go. Close this up. And then you just, like I said, you can put these anywhere you want in your card. No right or wrong. But I was thinking something sort of like this. And then just wanted a couple of accents, perhaps. We'll see. I'm going to start putting this down because everything's sort of wandering around on my card and it's difficult to see exactly how I want it. Maybe up a little bit higher. That way I don't have to worry about whether it's in the center because it's very definitely not in the center. And that works for me. If you're worried about whether it's going to be perfectly centered or not, make it obviously not centered. And then you don't need to worry about that. There. When you get to this third layer, you want to be a little more generous, perhaps, with your adhesive because you have some different levels. You've got double layer, you've got cardstock and designer series paper. Once here, twice here, once here, zero there. So you just want to make sure you have good adhesive on there so that it sticks down. And then, oh, there was something on the back of that paper that I die cut that with. I didn't even look. But that's okay. I don't think it was anything I wanted, hopefully. It came out of the scrap bin. That doesn't necessarily mean it was scrap. It might just mean that the paper was turned upside down when I put it in. But it looks like it was a cheers from something. So I'm not sure whether I was going to use it or not, but I'm not anymore. This in the center of this. piece. And then decide what we're going to do with this. Kind of right down the edge, and maybe just one. Not sure whether I would want one or two or what, or oh, well, decisions, eh? I think maybe just one up this edge, kind of like that. Could do it up here. Have it just tilting over ever so slightly. No, I kind of like it over the top, just a touch. I'm going to come in here. Oops, sorry, reaching right across there because my glue was up top. And I'm not going to, well, maybe I will put just a tiny dab of glue on this part. I think I'm going to glue that up on top of my sentiment. And hopefully that works out okay, because it will be a little bit on different angles. But if it doesn't, I'll just pull it off and tuck it underneath. Or maybe I just let it tilt up. I think that works. And I think maybe just one. So I'm going to stop right there because of course, we're going to add some gems to this. We've got to have gems. What do we want? Oh, okay. So we have these. These are the shades of green hexagons. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty on there. Don't see this much up there. That's a possibility. These are new. So I'm starting with the, oh, how about the, oh, yeah, okay. Let's just go all out bling fun. Uh, you know, do it all. So these, whoops, these are the holographic resin dots. Look, I haven't even used them yet, so it's time. Let's get this package opened up and in use. Have I opened these? No. Haven't used these yet. Wow, that's they are lovely and bright and shiny and fun. Look at that. And they come in, should have left it on here, 3 sizes. So lots of fun there. Woo! Everything's gone crooked on me. Okay. And I think we're gonna put these right. Well, maybe one on there. Yes, look at that. Oh, they're lovely. They probably don't show up on camera as much, but they're fun. All different colors. They're picking up the berry burst and less of the green now. To me, they look very green on this sheet, but here they are less green in appearance. But anyway, they are lovely. I like those. We'll be using those again for sure. So there you go. There is that card. And yes, I told you what all the bits and pieces were for that. I won't be able to get the whole scrapbook page back in the camera, but let's see if we can bring in some of these cards here just to have one last look. Almost get them all in. There we go. There are some cards with the Cheers and Sips bundle. Awesome bundle. Coordinating scrapbook products. It's the whole deal. It's everything you could want for all your crafting, whether you're a card maker or a scrapbooker or some of each. This is perfect. So that's what I have to share with you today. I hope you like it. And thank you so much for watching. If there is anything that we can help you with as far as your paper crafting goes, please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to have you join our crafting community. And if you have a really big wish list, you definitely need to reach out to either Sarah in Australia, Terri in the United States, or myself, Connie, in Canada, because there is a join offer right now. You can join the Stampin' Up! Community right now and get more product in your starter kit than ever before. So it is a fabulous time. It's always a great time to join, but it's a fabulous time to join right now. And whether you are a card maker or a scrapbooker, there is something for everyone. And there's lots of fun events that Stampin' Up! Has that you can participate in if you choose to. You don't have to. It's entirely up to you. But awesome community of friends and fellow crafters. And there is absolutely no risk to joining. So reach out to us if you'd like to know more about that. But for now, I am going to sign off and say once again, thank you so much for sharing or for watching the video today. Remember that we are sharing 6 videos with you. So if you have not seen them all, um, make sure you find the rest. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you again really soon. Bye for now.